Now, the draw for the Women's Euro 2025 has taken place, and defending champions England have been drawn against Wales in Group D. For all the latest reaction to that, let's join Anton Tolui, who's there for us now. Anton, a very good evening to you. Look, not only will England face Wales, but they've also been drawn against France and Sarina Wiegman's home country, the Netherlands. Just how tough a group is that, Anton?
Well, I've just spoken to Netherlands head coach Andries Jonker, and his reaction was very simple. He just went, wow, we couldn't have got a much tougher group if we tried. And I think that's something that's felt by all four countries in this group. Just to put it into context, England and Wales are against France, who are 11th in the world, but England have played France twice in 2024, won one and lost once to them. And also, France have played more games than anyone else in the Euros history and not got to a final. They're this enigmatic team that never quite get to where people think they deserve to be. This time around, they've got a really, really strong side. They're the third-ranked team in terms of world rankings in the group, and yet, they were the top seeds. That is how highly sort of rated they are by UEFA. Then, of course, you've got the Netherlands, the 2017 champions. They won the Euros on home soil back then under head coach Sarina Wiegman. She knows Andries Jonker, the head coach, very well as well. The two teams have played each other recently. Again, England won in the Nations League against them. They also lost against them in the Nations League. And yes, then you've got the game that we're all going to be talking about for the next 7 months. England versus Wales on the biggest stage of all. It's going to be absolutely fascinating. Sarina Wiegman is competitively delighted with the group, even though it's going to be really tough.
Yeah,
it's a tough draw, and it's a very exciting group. But I always say these are the facts. We have to get ready and be ready at the 5th of July. And, counting a top spot never works. So you just take it game by game, and you want to win game by game. And that already starts in the group stage, of course. And yeah, this is what it is.
You're smiling, but this is going to be really difficult, right?
Yes. Yeah, of course it's going to be difficult. But things are never easy. Sometimes you guys think things are easy, but it's never easy. And we have had tough groups in the Nations League now two times in a row where we had very, very strong groups, and it's the same now for the group in the Euros.
So, Anton, as you said, England meeting Wales in the final round of group fixtures on the 13th of July. That's going to be a tasty build-up, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be incredible. We were sort of almost dreamcasting it before we had this sort of the draw. Neutrals, everybody wanted to see sort of a real rivalry in this game. But also, chatting to the sort of Wales sort of group, they obviously want to show what they could do on the biggest stage of all. But for England, it's kind of worst case scenario. Yes, Wales are the bottom ranked team in terms of world rankings at the entire tournament, but it's a team packed with, WSL players that play in the championship, players that play in NWSL as well. It's an experienced team. It's a team that's grown together. And Sarina Wiegman admits she has not taken them lightly at all.
Yeah, that's also going to be a big game. I think, congratulations, of course, to Wales. They qualified for the first time in history, which is really great. I think they're just going to give everything to perform in this tournament. And there's some rivalry here too, being neighbours. But I think in the group, every game we play is going to be tough and challenging, and at the same time exciting, because that's what we want to, don't we?
So, Anton, the debutants Wales will kick off their campaign against the Netherlands. How will they feel about the group and, of course, the prospect of facing England?
Look, they are sort of absolutely delighted by the fact that this team has worked so hard to get to their first major tournament. And when they get there, they get to play against the best on the continent. That's the attitude they're having coming into this camp. Speaking to assistant head coach John Gray, he's like, yeah, the players deserve this. They deserve to show they can go toe-to-toe with the best on the continent. And the best player that Wales has ever produced, obviously, is Jess Fishlock. She was here at the draw today, instantly smiling when you mention who they're going to come up against in the group. And she admits this is the biggest clash that she's ever faced.
What a group to go into for your first time, right? I mean, I know I can't wait to get in there and show them what we've got.
This is the biggest England Wales game ever. Just what was your reaction when you saw that was going to be a possibility and then it actually happened?
I did have a little chuckle to myself, I'm not going to lie. We've played each other a few times now, but I do think this will be the biggest and best version of that game ever. And I'm excited.
The players admit, look, the tournament feels more real now. It kicks off the 2nd of July. And like I said, it really feels like now everybody, the actual anticipation is starting to build. If England are going to defend their crown, they're going to have to do it the hard way.